Welcome to Lifters Club. In this video, I will tell you about some impressive performances that have been done recently. The first athlete is Jessica, who is a very successful athlete competing in the IPF Powerlifting Federation. She is a very popular powerlifter who has won multiple times in her own weight class and broke her own records. The numbers she reached, especially in the deadlift, are crazy. She is 27 years old and 5 foot 7 inches tall. She has a special talent for the deadlift. She deadlifted 550 pounds on a stiff bar for 2 reps in the past days without using straps and conventional, which she said was her new deadlift rep PR. She has really serious pulling strength and overall performance. She holds the deadlift record in her weight class at 575 pounds. I think she looks like she is ready to deadlift 600 pounds now. If I review her 550 pound stiff bar performance, I think it was not a very difficult set for her. Even though she had a facial expression as if she was struggling in the second rep, I think the rep was pretty fast. Maybe she could have done a third rep, but I think she didn't push herself to her max on purpose. Usually, professional strength athletes don't see RPE 10 much because it tires the nervous system too quickly and can disrupt with training. That's why having a good training system and working smart is so important. Jessica is one of the most impressive raw and pure strength athletes in the deadlift, as well as being ahead of her competitors in terms of total too. She can do reps with 4 plates, that is 405 pounds in low bar squat. For a single rep, her best row squat in a competition is 480 pounds. This is a squat number that is hard to reach even as a man. It is quite surprising that Jessica can do this at a body weight of only 165 pounds. She is also very strong in front squat and deadlift variations that involve the lower body. As upper body muscle mass is required for the bench press, it is much more difficult and slower for women to progress at. Jessica is a low arch athlete, which means she is growing her pressing muscle groups for much heavier weights. It is a very slow and difficult process for a woman to increase her upper body muscle mass. This is because they have less testosterone, which is also the reason why the strength gap between tested and untested athletes is the biggest in the bench press. Despite this, she can do 236 pounds in the bench press with a pause. If I consider the factors I mentioned, I can say that it is very impressive that she has reached this figure. Jessica has a huge raw total of 1,290 pounds. She has a very low body fat ratio and an aesthetic physique as well as being so strong. She is Canadian and one of Canada's best powerlifters. It takes a very serious will to be so strong and to maintain this powerlifting success, that is to keep being the champion every year. I think if Jessica raises her weight class for the IPF World Championship she will attend this year, she can push her limits and reach a 605 pound deadlift. If she can achieve this figure, she will break the world record for the heaviest women's deadlift in IPF history. She already has this record with 575 pounds, so she would improve her own record. It would be nice to see this figure from her. I hope she makes it. In squat, if everything goes well and she goes through a good preparation process, I think she can lift around 505 pounds. Even if she doesn't come first in the squat and bench press, as she has a very good deadlift, I think she will easily become the champion even if she goes up a weight class, because she will outlift her opponents in the deadlift. She also holds the world record in the squat at 480 pounds in her weight class. She really is on a different level in powerlifting. Jesus Olivares is an incredible athlete. He's a heavyweight powerlifter and competes in IPF. He did 3 reps comfortably with 804 pounds, with each rep being done from a dead stop. This became his new rep PR. Dead stop means that the bar is not being bounced off the floor to gain an advantage. Jesus is at his strongest right now, and is getting stronger with each passing month. This man is the only athlete that can beat Ray Williams' raw squat record of 1,080 pounds. He will probably break the IPF World Deadlift record easily in the IPF competition he will participate in a few months later. For those who don't know, the IPF deadlift record is 878 pounds. I think Jesus now has the strength to do a 910-pound stiff bar deadlift, but for this, he has to go through a peak. Maybe we can see this figure in the deadlift from him in the competition. The bar he uses in the deadlift is a stiff bar, so it's not flexible and long like a deadlift bar. It is much more difficult to do these numbers in the deadlift on this bar compared to the deadlift bar. That's why Jesus' performance is more impressive than people who do these weights on a deadlift bar. He has a truly gigantic body with a body weight of 385 pounds. The interesting thing is that this giant man is only 24 years old. His best squat figure is 1003 pounds in the gym. I hope he can do these numbers in competition as well. There's almost no one who can compete with him right now, and he is much ahead of his competition in his weight class. His best total is 2,447 pounds, a truly incredible total. His bench press has a large share in this total because it's 575 pounds. In other words, he can perform a post bench press with 6 plates, a really impressive raw bench press power. Although Jesus has a very high body weight, his body is lean compared to the other people at his body weight because he has a lot of muscle mass. I think he has a nice physique overall. Of course, the appearance of his physique is not important to him, as his only goal is to increase his powerlifting total. Also, 600 pounds is the best bench press he has ever done in the gym. When I looked at Jesus' first competition, I saw that he started competing at the age of 14. By the time he was 20, he could do 750 pounds in row squats. He was born for squatting heavy weights. In deadlift at the age of 20, he could lift 715 pounds. In other words, he reached the level he's at now in a short period of 4 years. This is quite surprising. I hope he managed to maintain this pace of development and reach the numbers he wants. Unfortunately, reaching such huge numbers brings very serious risks of injury, so I hope he doesn't get injured. Shane Hunt has made incredible progress in the last few years. He is among the most successful young powerlifting athletes who have combined incredible strength with a good physique. He is 25 years old, so he is still very young, and his body weight is exactly 275 pounds, which is quite high compared to the body fat ratio he is at. His height is 6'1". Anyone who sees Shane's body would probably mistake him for a bodybuilder. His muscle mass and shape are like a bodybuilder. Reaching this physique with specific powerlifting training shows how good of a bodybuilding potential he has. He's at a much higher level in terms of power, however. In his last deadlift training, he set a new rep PR by doing 2 reps in the sumo deadlift with 926 pounds. So for the first time, he managed to do 2 reps with this weight. His deadlift performance is quite high for his weight class. He can deadlift over 800 pounds conventional, which shows that he has a very serious pure power. Generally, athletes who are strong in conventional deadlift have good brute strength, so their squat performance is also very good. Shane is just as good in the squat as he is in the deadlift. He broke his personal record in the squat by doing 3 reps with 728 pounds. For 1 rep, he can lift 800 pounds. Moreover, he made this figure in a competition. This is incredible squat power. He is an inspiration to many people. That's it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe.